Holic Podcast. Let's go. Today, I'm here with my amazing co-host, She. Tell him what's up.
What's up?
What's up, y'all? We got a new little set. I see y'all see some anime in the background, have a little flavor going on, whatever. But before we get into the episode, y'all go like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell to notify for every podcast and our clip. Go follow our anime Instagram at anime_game We are close to 1,000 followers. That is insane. We just started this Instagram in September, which is not that long ago. We're almost at 1,000 followers. Like, shout out to y'all. I think we're somewhere close to the 500 random subscriptions on YouTube. So y'all keep hitting that subscribe button. Go follow Sheeta Lens. If you want photography in his area, hit him up because I'm sure he'll love to take some pictures for the Instagram. And
most definitely. I've been craving for some pictures and I haven't been anywhere new lately. So
yeah. So like, please, if y'all in the Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina area, hit him up. He needs pictures for the thing, his page, and he will take some pictures. But before we even get to the episode, y'all go check out the Koga shops. Like I tell y'all every the last few episodes, they are great clothing line. They do from anything from hoodies, denim jackets, T-shirts. I'm sure they're working on phone cases very, very soon because everybody loves a good anime phone case. Right, Bubble? And I know they just make great stuff. If you want something, go shop. Use the code anime_genshow for 10% off any purchase, and tell them Anime Genshow sent you. I hope you guys enjoy what they do. I don't have the hoodie on the hoodie they sent me today, but I will have it on next podcast, and she will have a shirt by then, so he can promote and talk about how we feel about it. So before we even get to the episode of us reviewing Japan Sinks, what we didn't do is we're talking about 3 animes we're watching this week. It can be something new, old, and just tell how we feel about it. Then we'll get into the episode. So give me 3, She, what you watching this week?
So what I'm watching this week, well, obviously just mainly One Piece.
We have a collab with Anime Headlines coming up in 2 weeks.
Yes.
And they Anime Headliners and Weaving West, they just did a podcast. It was great. Y'all go listen. My bad.
No, that's all good. Jujutsu Kaisen and Promise Neverland.
Okay, so the main stuff.
Yeah.
So for me, I've been watching, outside of our Japan Sing stuff, I've been watching One Piece too. I watched it for the first time in 2 weeks last night while I was down here doing homework. And I remember why I loved it so much. So, because you get I'm just I don't want to watch One Piece. I want to watch some low-key stuff. So I've been doing that. I've been watching some Yu Yu Hakusho. I finally got back into that again, and it's been great. It just sucks that only Crunchyroll does not have it, and it sucks. I've been watching ads with Hulu. I'm just this came out in the early 90s, 93. So Crunchyroll, y'all still can't do this. Step it up. And I'm watching.
It's probably other reasons.
Yeah, probably they don't want to give their rights or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then what else am I watching? I'm watching a romance. I'm watching what is that? Bunny Girl Senpai, romance anime. I've been really into the romance from our last podcast. You can tell I'm really into romance animes. I'm really been getting into it a lot, and I like it. So that's the 3.
I usually I don't watch romance anime, but I will sit down and read it.
Yeah, I don't know. I need to read me a novel, but yeah, I want some more, but I want romance animes without the hentai-ish aspect to it, because that makes it a little weird. But
yeah, but it's either that or you get really cheesy things.
Yeah, you get that's true. So yeah, you can't really pick and choose. But
Maiden Sama.
I never watched Maiden Sama. I'm thinking about is it good?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't even remember if I finished it.
Have you seen this show? It's called A Horn. What's it called? It's about this girl who dies and her friends there was a friend group. This little girl dies. There was a friend group, and basically they stop being friends because the girl dies, and they all it's very sad. I just started it. It's a horror.
Horror No Sword?
No, not Horror No Sword. That's the last one that you still need to watch.
Yeah, that is true.
We should do that for our next show.
We should. Cause I'm last time I checked.
It's called Anohana, the flower we saw that day.
I felt like I've heard about that, but I never
Yeah,
watched it.
it's on Netflix. It's like
Sometimes
like 11 episodes. Yeah.
sometimes I just don't like too much. It sounded sad, low key.
Yeah, it's that. But yeah, no, we should do a horror story. It's 50 episodes though, so like we should. But whatever. Okay, we gotta get into the episode now. So Japan Sings episode what 7 and 8, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
7 and 8.
these were emotional packed episodes, but we're gonna save the emotional part for last because that happened towards the end of 8.
Towards the end, a lot more of the emotional stuff happens in episode 8. But
Yeah. 7, we okay. You can start off with 7.
all right, so 7. Well, episode starts off with pretty much goes this depiction of what happened in the like last episode,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of like a more video game art style,
Mm-hmm.
which was really interesting. It kind of just lets you dwell deep in like his mindset at the current
Mm-hmm.
time. Um, so right now they're all driving towards the port to reach the port so they
Or
can.
so they can see who can get on the boat and see their name. Like
Yeah, but on their as they're driving there, they're listening to the radio and whatnot.
the numbers and
Yeah, to see if they know their because it was like a lottery or something.
yeah.
It was,
It's like isn't it by like your social security number or your ID number or something
I
like
thought I thought that's what it was based off too, but it was like a national ID that they just gave to you, like a lottery. Like literally, that was the aspect of
yeah,
it.
so I don't know if that comes from birth or that you get that when you're like in high school. So that wasn't really explained, which is whatever.
It wasn't, but like when they finally like walk up this because when they finally pull up and see what their I they get in a line for the people who don't know what their ID number is so they can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
We learned that Ayuma, the daughter, she
She left
automatically
because she's a athlete that has potential and promise.
yeah. So like she was automatically just put on that list by the government because of her
Mm-hmm.
outstanding performance in track and field. So
That's interesting because I was like, so like, are y'all like, are y'all saving the people? Like, let's say you have professional basketball players, whatever. Like, Japan, you have professional leagues. So do y'all take them too because they represent what y'all do, or do y'all only take the people who are young?
I
So
think I think it was pretty much because pretty much she saw she figured out all about that about her being already automatically having one because she saw her coach there and her coach pretty much said
yeah.
it's the whole team.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying from like the aspect of like who's giving the allowed to be board on the plane. Would you put on like are you just taking the young people because that's the future generation, or would you take the now? Like that's interesting.
I
But
mean,
I have one thing that I had to bring up that I wanted to ask you because I thought it's interesting. As a parent, I think she did the right thing by saying letting her go on, mother.
oh, of course.
Yeah, of course, because you want but like if you were in that situation, would you like say you did track, so let's say you're on a team and this is all happening, but you're on the track team, you have a lot of potential, say you can go on. Would you leave behind your family and go? Would you do that?
No, it'll be difficult and I'll be hesitant. Like
I would be too. I think she did the right thing because I know I read some reviews, people like I would go. I'm like I would rather like as morbid as it sounds, I would rather like go out swinging with my family than go on live my life
yeah,
in
that's more
America and
people because like
you don't know what happened. They could have survived. You wouldn't know. They could have died. You wouldn't
you
know.
feel guilt about it because you wouldn't know either way.
And then let's say you want to start a family. Like you're probably gonna have a lot of mental issues, a lot of trust issues. Your kids aren't gonna know their family. It's gonna be hard for you to just forget about your mom. And think about it, you went through all this trouble to get here just to leave them. Like your dad died. You met a friend, she died. You saw a lot of people's deaths. Your house is like your whole world is literally sinking before your eyes, and you just, oh, I'm on the boat, just leave them.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I'm pretty sure we're all human. Some probably would just straight up and leave, but I don't think like knowing, especially because she's in middle school, knowing, yeah, the daughter's in middle school, knowing that like your mentality, you're more dependent dependent on your, your parent, your family. So like it's understandable either way. So like
Yeah.
I believe most people would be hesitant.
Like, no, we'll just go down. We'll go down gun blazing.
And I don't know why, but well, obviously from that fact, you can probably guess once she board boarded the boat, she gave her mother a hug. And I thought it was weird because I didn't know what was happening because so she moved her hands off her mother's back down to her waist and felt something. I was like, what did you feel and whatnot? So when she was finally in a boat, music starts to play, like music like that the character just realized something. So I was like, what did she realize? And she realized off of just someone saying treatment. So she looked up a heart battery or whatever and realized that's what her mother was wearing on her waist and whatnot. So
she probably has like an underlying heart issue or something like that.
yeah, she has. It's like it's a battery that helps keep her from having a cardiac arrest.
Yeah. Okay.
So literally, once Ayuma figures that out, she literally gets off the boat, runs back down, gives her because she had a rubber band instead of a stamp. So she gave her rubber band away to this mother and child who was trying to get on them, who couldn't even enter because they didn't have an ID, a national ID.
That was a nice thing to do, though.
Yeah, that really was. And she left. Well, obviously, I said I would stay back with them, but I'm probably mean for laughing at the scene, but it was just super coincidental that as soon as she got off the boat, Mount Fuji is getting ready to erupt.
Yeah, legit, like, I'm just like, wow, like,
yeah,
you said horror, and wow.
Yeah, but I do have to say, the paralyzed scientist or whatnot, that he did warn them that Mount Fuji was dangerous or whatnot, and well, as you all say, some people may have doubt, but this episode would make you never doubt this man's intelligence ever again.
Yeah.
Because everything he says has been right.
Yeah. So they eventually, okay, we're still in 7. This is like what, halfway through 7 at this point now?
Yeah, the Mount Fuji, it's getting ready to erupt. They all hop in the truck and they all
just go try
just
to
go.
Yeah. So we get to the dock.
No, during the ride, when Mount Fuji was there was giant earthquakes here and there, even all the way towards them, and it was super far away, which is crazy. But what happened was shrapnels from pieces of metal in the mountains or whatnot just came flying down and hitting the truck. A giant rod of about this long.
Yeah, it stabbed
Glasses dude.
Yeah, and he
right
was he was like 1 inch away from it piercing his heart.
Yeah,
1 inch.
It was, it was either his heart or lungs. Either way, it was going to be a bad.
No, his lungs. I think it was his lungs.
Yeah,
he would have died either way. So
yeah.
So then they drive off, and then they get treatment. But he's like, we have no more we have no more. What was the treatment they used? The pills they used? I forgot the name.
Morphine. So it was morphine to help with the pain, but there was not much, so he would have to
endure. So,
yeah.
And they wrapped him all up, and then they got to a little stopping place, maybe an old crushed city somewhere, whatever. Remember they
Oh yeah, they was driving through a city, and as soon as they pulled up, they put on masks because it stunk because there was a bunch of corpses.
I'm surprised that they still have as much gas.
I was kind of surprised by that too. I guess right before they left with the truck and couple episodes ahead, there was a gas station or he had gas.
Yeah, but for gas to go for 4 or 5 days, I mean, I guess. Anyway,
yeah.
Anyway, what happened next? So then they all get back in the car, right? And they're talking about how to escape or whatever, right? I'm assuming.
It's that, and they was talking about the theory. They was talking about at the stop. They was talking about the theory that the scientists came up with.
Mm-hmm.
They were like reviewing it and pretty much explaining what would happen if Mount Fuji
Like,
completely.
yeah, y'all. I mean, y'all all die of like.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said he literally said Mount Fuji, half of Japan would sink just from Mount Fuji erupting.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, wow, and I was like, all right, we believe you. So they're driving. There comes down. There's another port. They arrived at another port, but this port doesn't have the giant boat or the military and all that stuff for the
It does
U.S.
have a boat. It does have a boat.
There is a boat, but it's like kind of like a
a
raft. It's kind of like a metal raft,
yeah.
a giant metal raft, which is interesting. But what happened was as they're driving up, all you hear, there's a bunch of Japanese banners on the boat just notifying they're Japanese, but
and then the lady was like, they were like, are you a foreigner? Because they believe
because they were screaming like only pure-blood
yeah.
Japanese can come up here.
Yeah, they are extreme, like what do they call them? Like national, or they're extreme. They have extreme patriotic love for their country.
And they're pure, and because like they were letting them on, like as they pulled up to the port, they was letting them on like the little motorboat they used to reach the port faster. They were letting them on, but as soon as Go spoke English, he was like, "Hey kid, stop! Are you a foreigner?"
Yeah. He's like, "Are you a foreigner?" And he's like, and the mom's like, "Okay, look, their dad is
100% Japanese."
And I mean, if you think about it, when like in real life, like when you put down like when you put down like what you are, let's say you go to the doctor, they always say you have to identify what your dad's race is. So I mean, technically,
you know what's funny? Like as she said that, you know his response to that?
What?
Bruh. Oh, since they're half Japanese, both of them together makes 100%. So I guess that's all right. I was like, yo. And I felt so good because Kite, that's the white hair. I finally remember his name.
He was like, "You dudes totally suck" in English, and it was one of the most.
Yeah, he called him an a-hole and everything.
Yeah, it was funny. It was pretty funny.
Oh, and then Go said in English for him to go out. Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So then they get on the boat or whatever. There's like an old man.
Yeah, old man approaches them, say, "Get on my boat. You don't want to get on that boat." Oh, but before we do forget, right before they did try to get on that boat, the scientist dude did tell them not to get on that boat, but we never knew why. So but we know why.
Well, did the paralyzed dude did he get on with them?
Well, Kite was carrying him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
So all right, they get on the boat, and then out of nowhere, the boat does like the edge, like something just like I guess one of the things from the Fiji, like one of the
they hit something that was on like the ground floor of the
I think it was the engine, like the engine. I assume the engine or whatever, maybe like
which caused the whole thing to blow up.
It literally blew up, and so then basically they had to get on like the little life rafts or whatever, like
Yeah, because the boat they were on with the old man, the shrapnels from that boat exploded so much that the shrapnels from that explosion hit their boat and caused it starting to sink. That's why they had to hop on lifeboats.
Yeah, exactly. So that happened, and then basically like they're threatening somebody's mom, or no, some dude was threatening the mom.
Yeah, with a
gun. With a gun, and I'm just like, whoa. What he said?
He's like, no, I get on first.
I was like, dude, y'all all can fit in this. Like, it was pretty big, and nobody looked that tall.
I don't know what they're called, but it was like a tent lifeboat, so like you could live in it on the sea. So like,
yeah, you could live off of it. Well, I wouldn't, because sharks and stuff could bite through it. Well, like somebody would.
That's true.
So then, are we mostly done with 7? Or
this is towards the end. So pretty much at this time, as soon as that guy starts threatening them, another small earthquake happens and a wave just pushes most of them off. Or the people who are already in a lifeboat just got pushed off and
pushed into the ocean.
The boat sink So it was just the old dude, Ayuma and Go inside the little tent lifeboat.
Yeah.
So the old dude kind of looked tired or whatever, or injured. He's talking about how I've been stranded out in the sea many times before because he's a man of the sea. So
So he's
experiences
but he
this
looks
a lot.
like he's on deathbed though. Or
Yeah, because he started coughing up blood and he's talking about like I'm going to get you guys to safety. I'm like, I trust you though, but
you're almost
you're right.
you're like you're about to die, dude.
Exactly. Like
I'm
I
just like,
trust you because you're a man of the sea,
but
but
you're
like
about to die.
you're dying right now. So I think
And then they start getting hallucinations might come in 8 though, but I think that's mostly it.
that's yeah. I think this is the end of 7 because as soon as they talk
Because they all get separated
and they
and they're
go to
all
sleep.
trying to stay calm and figure out way to get back to each other, and they deal with this like storm that's happening type of thing. That's mostly like the end of 7. I think. So,
The end of 7. I think end of 7 is literally just after that conversation they go to sleep, and then number 8 episode 8 continue off the next morning.
yeah.
Oh yes. So episode 8.
Remember we have to rate these episodes after we're done.
Okay. Right.
All right, so 8. You can start it off.
Oh, so episode 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was not expecting this beginning, but we pretty much just see a bunch of seagulls like on top of their tent and whatnot. It was like 10, 20, 15, 20 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Just squawking. I was like, what's going on? And then I see the old man, half of his upper body is just lingering out in the open of like the tent.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can zip it up and unzip it. It was just like
waiting.
Yeah, the half top of his body is like over the sea and whatnot, just outside of the tent.
Mm-hmm.
And once Ayuma wakes up, she's like, what's going on? And she looks at him and see a bunch of seagulls. She swats them away, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they're gone, that man, his whole upper body was eaten alive. Like he was just eaten. Like to the point that you could all his organs and his spine.
Do you think he died first, then he was eaten alive, or he was eaten alive?
I think he died first, then it was eaten alive because birds eat dead bodies.
I didn't think I didn't know seagulls eat humans. I did not know that.
I don't know if they were seagulls or not, but they look like seagulls or whatnot.
Okay, if they were, I didn't know. Maybe they were like, because I did not know
seagulls. They were.
But the other thing is in this world, they probably are not getting no type of food. They probably like are everybody because like they're in the sky, so they're probably getting all these toxic gases or whatever. They're probably just eating whatever they can find at this point because it is.
Oh yeah, I forgot. At this point, Japan is literally sunk. Yeah. Where they're at is literally in Okinawa.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because
we've been there. That's the funny thing. We've been there. It's just the anime just sunk. So, all right, his organs are out. So, did they throw the body in the ocean?
No, they didn't. She was super shocked, and Go started waking up. But as soon as Go started waking up, I thought she was gonna push it. I was like, hurry up, push it before he sees it. Like he doesn't need to see all that. He's younger. Yeah. But a shark literally came up, grabbed the top of the dude's head, and dragged him in the ocean. That's how that happened.
That's sad.
That's sad. And then Go didn't see it, so he didn't know what happened. But she turned around and hugged him and stuff like that. So
yeah,
as you see, a lot happened and a good.
How old is this kid? Like, how old is Go? Like 8 or 9?
I think so.
And then the sister's only like 12, 13. She's still in middle school. Like this gonna.
Yeah.
And then the later events, that's gonna. I wish they would do like a Japan Sings after effect to see how they're gonna be after. Like, well, we don't know how it ends or whatever, but I'm assuming those two live because I don't think they would kill off They killed off everybody, but I don't think they're gonna kill off everybody. Those two. So I kind of want to see how the effects of what happened to them, how they're gonna shape the rest of their childhood into adulthood.
That is true. So right after that happens, they there's like a little built-in bag inside of the room or well inside of the tent. So they start going through that to see what kind of supplies or necessary they have. There's no food or anything to drink in there, so they're already on the worst position. Yeah, that's like the worst position possible. However, Go, as soon as they're looking for food and stuff and they're like hungry, Go literally pulls out the candy Kai gave him like episodes ago. And I was kind of surprised that he still had it on him. So did Ayuma, because she thought he would have already ate it, but he said, "No, you told me not to eat it." I was like, "Oh, if I was you, I would just ate it already." But hey, that came in handy.
True.
Yeah, because I kind of want to talk about this because, like, I do not know why. So they started sharing the candy bar, melted chocolate that no one really likes. But other than that, I just have to say, Chris, did you notice animation?
Yes.
Like at this point when they're eating?
Yeah.
Did you? I thought it was pretty weird. I thought it was
pretty bad.
I was like, why did the animation just degrade so much while they're eating? Like it Go looked like an old man for so long, right?
I think and that's another reason why like I looked this up as rating wise, like they rate the show. Like I think you like the show more than I do, personally. Yeah. But I think like the rate overall, they like how they do anime ratings, they get like a 6.5 because a lot of people's storyline was kind of and they feel like the animation was very bad.
Okay, so just to talk about the animation real quick, the animation I feel is good. It's different. I like how it's different. It's not like Tower of God different. Yeah. Or to the point where you could.
It's different, but it's bad.
Yeah, but like
it's different in its own unique little way. Like that's why I think.
Yeah, I think the animation for Japan scenes is good because it's just unique and different. It's
it fits for what like kind of like the storyline of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, there I didn't notice it until now, but this episode you can literally see the animation just not there. Yeah, it just goes down at certain points.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what was that about?
Yeah, exactly.
But after they eat and whatnot, they're kind of like, not much happens between this point, because at this point, it's literally just boat survival.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, they're just trying to survive with a little no food, no water as they can. Literally, right after this, literally the next morning or whatnot. Well, no, later that day, they feel like stuff, because there's nothing else to do, so all they're doing is just laying in there and just trying to see if anyone can try to save them or whatnot. But they had to wait until night to do most cool for SOS and all that other stuff, because they also have flares as well. I know she used that like the next night, but on this particular day, they just felt things stabbing at the bottom of them. So Ayuma took her head and dumped it underwater to see what it was. I low-key was kind of scared because low-key in that situation, even though I love the ocean, I couldn't be out there like that. I couldn't be out there
like stuff. I mean, who wants to be stranded?
Well, yes,
like, are you talking about like? Are you talking about like the fact that like her head is like in the ocean, literally?
No, not that fact. It's just the fact that literally you're stranded in the ocean and things are just poking at the bottom. That gave me a little bit of goosebumps because just because.
So you thought maybe I low-key thought that like somebody like a shark's gonna come by and just eat her head off. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, especially because there was a shark just not too long ago.
somebody else's head off.
Yeah, but I was like, it's probably busy with the body.
You are a trip, bro. So basically, well, I think we're towards the end of it. So basically, the mom is a great swimmer. And she's like, okay, we are stuck to the ship or whatever. Let me go down this. But she's like, Mom, no, like you already have complications, this and that. And she's like, don't go. She's like, guys, be like,
this you can continue, but I just want to say this scene was really made me love Go even more.
What do you do? What do you do?
Because when he finally figured out about the issue his mother had, and he started crying, right, the first thing he said, "You're awesome."
Yeah, you
And
got
the way you've been working this hard, even though your condition, I was like, oh
yeah, that makes it what I'm about to say just hard. So basically,
yeah,
she goes down the ocean. She actually does remove it, right? Or she does.
yes, she does remove it. It's all right. So we kind of just skip to the end because literally we kind of feel like the middle part of this episode was not that important. Besides, because it's just most of the time is just her and Go talking.
Yeah, dialogue that
Yeah,
didn't.
it's really dialogue. Nothing else happens. And so, if you want to know the dialogue, you can go watch it. Yeah, so like,
what they're talking about.
but just to kind of just fill up the small gaps to lead up to the scene. Just one random night, the mother finally found those two. At first, Ayuma thought it was like some kind of hallucination because she had some kind of hallucination
About her
like
dad.
the day before about her dad.
Yeah, I saw that. I actually should have brought that up,
Yeah.
but yeah, I really feel like that mattered type of thing. So it was just like, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like reminiscence and kind of like keep going even though I'm gone sort of thing. Kind of like a motivational booster because at this point, Ayuma kind of has a change and she kind of gets the ambition to just survive. So so once the mother finally finds or they reunite, they tie the tent together. So it's the mother and Glasses do. Kite and the scientists are not there with them. They're probably gonna look for them later, probably in the next two episodes or whatnot, or find them in the next two episodes. But after that, they roll down the current some more, whatnot. They find a motorboat. They go over there, and this is the whole connection to why she was going underwater, because since Japan has sink and pretty much they're up towards like a 12-story building right now. That's the sea level right now, which is crazy. So she had to swim under back down to the docks that it was tied up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was able to release it, but it's sad because as she was coming back up, she literally was about to,
She died.
yeah,
And I was pretty sad. I was like, no, they're not gonna kill her. I said, not the mom. I
yeah,
said,
exactly. I was like,
friend.
please just let her get on the boat, and
And it was pretty sad seeing that scene where she's literally pumping her chest. She's like, you have so much more to teach me. And it's just like, I was like, dang, like, I understand what she's saying, but you still sound a little selfish in that statement. Like, you have so much, you need to teach me something. I'm like,
yeah,
but I get what she's saying.
yeah,
but it's just like,
what she's trying to say, like
when I'm still 12, 13, middle school, 12, 11, 12, 13, maybe 14. And then you have Go that's 7, 8, 9. And it's just like, dang, like,
yeah, to lose both of their parents, and they're still not over the fact about their dad, obviously with the hallucination and all.
Yeah, and it's just like you not to lose your mom. And it's just like, I want to see how Go reacts to these next two episodes, and we'll be wrapping it up.
Because at the end of this episode, we don't see Go's initial reaction. We see Ayuma's initial reaction because she's doing the the why can I CPR technique?
CPR, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see Go, you just see her crying, and you even see like the Glasses.
Glasses was helping out a lot. He actually was the one who offered to swim instead of her.
He probably should have went and swam. They should have just. I understand that the mom's like a professional swimmer, but I don't know. Like, she had a condition, and it's like, I know you can't. It was very like the way she did that. It was very like
she knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know. Like, I feel really, but I was like, dang. I don't really got nothing more for real. Like, I was really close to crying, like really close.
Because I was reading that in class.
You mean watching?
It almost got me. It really had me there because I was like, bro, don't kill her, bro. She was probably like my second favorite besides Go.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think so too. No, I like the dude, the white haired dude.
Kai, yeah.
I
Yeah,
like him.
Kai's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool. He should be on Jujutsu Kaisen for real, but it's whatever. Oh, but I think that's it for our review. Do you have anything else to say, Shu?
I do not. Well, overall.
So now we're gonna rate it real quick.
Rate these episodes.
Episode 7, then you can do 8.
All right. Oh, you rate them now?
Oh, yeah, you can go. Yeah, you can go.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, what should we? Out of 10?
Yeah. You do yours. You do yours. I do mine. Then we all average it out. Whatever.
Okay, so for episode 7, since I'm pretty much for episode 7 more. It's on the scale of more events and actions happening. So I'm probably gonna say a 7.
I don't know. It's episode 7. I was gonna say 8.5.
Oh.
I really liked it. So I mean, 7, 8.5.
I like episode 8. I just and those kind of shows. I kind of like those deep emotional things. Just to learn more about the character and their current thoughts. And I kind of liked it because Ayuma, who I really didn't like in the beginning, kind of started showing changes. Well, obviously, in this kind of situation, you're gonna change. But like, I kind of just like the fact that she was so motivated to survive. Because like during episode 8, they her and Go was having a conversation about what happened if they died.
Yeah, and like nobody knows the story type of thing.
Yeah, so Go pretty much asked her, if you died, what did you want me to do? Because Go said, if I die, I want you to, if you're starving, eat my body.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh well.
I say 8.5. I really like this episode because I feel like a lot of stuff happened more than we did in some episodes. It's the first episode that really got me hooked since 3. It was very well paced. It wasn't no lapping of animation, and I just really enjoyed it because a lot of stuff really did happen. Now, for me, for 8, I'm gonna give 8 like a 6.5.
I'm giving 8 a 9.
So we can average that out to 8. So we gave 7. We gave 7 to 8.5 and 8 to 8, right?
Huh?
So we gave 7 to 8 and 8 to 8. Episode 7, we gave it an 8 because I said 8.5. You said 7, so that's 8. Then I said 6.5. You said 9, so that's 8. Okay, fair.
Yeah,
I just didn't like episode 9 because I feel like what did happen, it only was like, I felt like for like the only importance of 8 was only for like the last 7 minutes, personally.
That is true, but I don't know. I kind of just like the conversations and what they was talking about because I felt like those conversations are just real and true. I mean, we could have talked about it some more, but like there is a lot they kind of talked about, and I mean that's kind of the only thing that kind of made me, aware of the whole conversation, which is her ambition to survive. Because most anime characters have that, but like it's kind of interesting to see in a more like relatable scenario if it ever did happen, like in a more
real world
possible, real world, more possible.
Not us in fighting tournament, and we're talking about something we got pushed to be the best.
Yeah.
Or like this is like like those right, like we're fighting our own kind of survival battle in the real world with everything going on, the virus and stuff like that. So we're kind of, in a way, not on a level of that, but we are fighting to stay alive that way and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it is relatable. But our overall good showing. We'll be wrapping it up next Thursday. So we will be discussing. We will need to discuss what shows we're gonna do next. So we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Go like, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bells to notify for all the podcasts and maybe even clips. Me and Shia are talking about starting him a gaming channel. I mean, you guys we were talking about this. And go follow us at Anime Show, where we post polls, collabs, DMs. Remember, I want you to go check out the Weebmo West and Headliner. They did a collab. I listened to it. It was really good. They do some good stuff. Go give both my guys some follows.
Which character did they do?
No, they didn't do a character. It was an interview.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
They talked a lot. They talked a lot about stuff you would like that we can talk about. And go follow the eyes.of lens, where he does photography. If you're in his area, hit him up. I'm sure he'll love you some pictures because he hasn't posted in God knows when.
Yes.
And y'all remember, go shop at Dakota. If you want any purchase, 10% off using the code anime_genshow. That's anime a lowercase a NIME _ gen GEN show SHO. It is very simple, and I hope you guys go and enjoy it. Y'all stay watching us, stay watching anime. Hope you guys like the new setup. Stay easy, stay peace.
Peace.